So to start off, connecting your AirPods is actually quite simple. All you have to do is just open up your AirPods Pro case, and then you're gonna see a little animation of the AirPods come up, and then you're gonna tap connect. So you can also connect your AirPods to your Apple Watch if you have one. So what you're gonna wanna do is go into settings, and then you're gonna go to Bluetooth, and then you'll see your AirPods and you'll be able to connect them. So the next thing that you wanna do when you get your AirPods Pro is make sure that your ear tips fit correctly. Firstly, what you wanna do to actually change the ear tip is that you just wanna pull firmly on the ear tip itself. To actually reattach your AirPods ear tip to the AirPod itself, what you wanna do is you want to make sure that you align the ear tip with the shape connector, and then you're gonna basically just press firmly on it until you hear a click. And then to actually test and make sure that you have the correct ear tips in, you're gonna go into settings in your phone and then go to Bluetooth, and then you're gonna tap the eye on your AirPods. And then once you tap the eye, you're gonna tap on ear tips test. So what this is gonna do is it's going to take you through a sequence of how to test your AirPods. So it's just gonna play a couple of sounds and see how they measure against your ears. So next, when you get your AirPods, you can actually change a couple of settings within them to customize them to be better for you. So the first thing that you wanna do is change what you want the left and right AirPods to do. This is, once again, same thing. Once you're in settings, Bluetooth, tap the eye, you're gonna be able to see how you can change that setting from there. So on the topic of Siri, so you can actually just say, "Hey Siri," and you'll be able to trigger Siri from your AirPods, not necessarily your phone. You can also squeeze and hold the force touch sensor if you did change that setting to be able to bring Siri up. On the other ear that you don't have Siri set up, you can actually change noise control. So you do the same thing. You're gonna squeeze and hold your little ear tip, and then it's going to toggle between noise cancellation, transparency, and none. But you can actually also change this either from in the settings or from your control center. So once your AirPods are connected, in your control center, you're gonna be able to see the little AirPods where the volume used to be, and you're just gonna wanna use force touch and hold down on it, and then it's going to bring up how you can switch between transparency, noise cancellation, and none. And then finally, you can actually do this from your Apple Watch as well. Once you have something that's playing, you can tap this little icon in the corner, and you'll be able to once again change from noise cancellation, transparency, and none. So back to the control center. Within there, you can also toggle if you want to have spatial audio on or off. So once you have all of your preferences set up for your AirPods, these are actually just a couple of functions and features that you can use on your AirPods to be able to use them a lot easier. So most people probably already know this, but to actually play or pause music on your AirPods, all you have to do is just squeeze the force touch sensor once. So when I say squeeze, this is going to be more of a light squeeze versus when you are squeezing and holding the force touch sensor to be able to bring up Siri or noise cancellation. So this works on either of the AirPods. It doesn't matter which one you do it on because it has the same functions for both. To actually play the next track, you can double squeeze, and then finally to go back a track, you're gonna squeeze 3 times. Next, if you have an incoming call, you can actually answer phone calls from your AirPods just by, once again, squeezing 1 time, and you'll be able to answer your phone call. And then if you wanna end your phone call, you just squeeze it and it'll be ended. So another pretty helpful tip with your AirPods is to be able to see their battery life. AirPods Pro actually have a really fantastic battery life. I rarely have to charge mine, and they also charge very quickly. But if you do need to check your AirPods Pro battery life, what you're gonna wanna do is add that widget to your home screen. So basically you're just gonna tap and hold on your iPhone screen, and then tap the plus button that's on the top left, and then you're gonna scroll down and choose batteries. So you can also check your AirPods Pro battery just by tapping on the case, and if it shows a red light, that means it needs to be charged, and then if it shows a green light, then obviously it is fully charged. But in this case, you can't just visibly see on the AirPods case if the individual AirPods need to be charged. You do have to check that from your phone. And then if you don't feel like checking that from your phone and you have an Apple Watch, you can actually just swipe up on the home screen of your Apple Watch and then hold down the batteries icon, and you're gonna be able to see what battery percentage your AirPods have. So next, if you ever lose your AirPods, since they are Bluetooth, you can actually use Find My iPhone with your AirPods. So this is gonna have the location of where your AirPods, I believe, were last opened, just because when they're closed, it's not gonna be connected via Bluetooth, but once you last used them when they were opened is where they're gonna be. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Just go into Find My, and you're gonna be able to see your AirPods listed on your devices. So this next feature is actually something I personally don't use just because I think it would get a little bit irritating, but you can have Siri announce your calls as well as read your text messages to you. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go to settings, notifications, announce messages with Siri, and then you're gonna wanna toggle on the messages in the announce messages from, and you're gonna wanna toggle on announce messages with Siri. And then to get it to announce your phone calls, you're gonna wanna go to same thing, settings, and then phone, announce calls, and then you can either select headphones only or you can do headphones and car. So these last couple of tricks are things that might not be as common to know when you're using your AirPods. These are things that I honestly don't really use, but they are just cool to know that you can do. So the first one is that you can actually use your AirPods to spy on people. So what you wanna do is you wanna add hearing to your control center. In settings, you're gonna go to control center, and then you're gonna go to hearing, and you're gonna add that icon to your control center. And then once you have that in there, go to your control center, tap on the little ear, and then tap on live listen. So what this is going to do is actually, it's going to use the microphone from your phone instead of using the microphone from your AirPods. So if you leave your phone in another room somewhere else and you have your AirPods in, it's actually going to be able to pick up whatever sound is coming from that room. So you can use this to spy on people if you want to. Maybe if you're in a large classroom and you feel comfortable leaving your phone out on the front desk or something like that because you can't hear the professor. So the next thing is that you can actually have 2 pairs of AirPods connected to your phone. So this isn't really anything that's hard to set up. You're just gonna be able to see if 2 AirPods are connected once you're in the control center. You can also connect Beats as well. So if you have a group of friends and you guys all wanna listen to something together, or if you have a friend and you guys wanna listen to the same song or podcast, you can actually be listening at the exact same time by having both of your AirPods connected to one phone. And then finally, the last trick I have for your AirPods is basically being able to use them with other devices, specifically a MacBook. So a lot of people think that they can't connect their AirPods to a MacBook. They think that it only can be connected to your phone, but any Bluetooth device can be connected to anything. Just want to clear that up if you don't already know that. But yes, you can use your AirPods with your MacBook. So an easy way to do this is that if you already have the volume icon on the top screen of your MacBook, you're going to be able to just click on that icon, and then you're gonna see what Bluetooth devices that you have that are connected. So if your AirPods are open and you have them in your ears, they should pop up in that volume space, and you just click on connect and you should be able to connect them. If you do run into any issues with connecting your AirPods, something that I usually like to do is just turn off the Bluetooth on my phone so my AirPods don't try and connect to them, and I'll just connect it to my MacBook. So hopefully this video was helpful. I know I was just kind of listing off things, but I really hope you guys were able to learn something new. And if you just got your new AirPods Pro, hopefully you're able to implement all of these tips and tricks to be able to get the best use out of your AirPods. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and leave me a comment down below if you just got AirPods, if you love your AirPods. You already know how I feel about my AirPods. Love-hate relationship, but it is what it is. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye guys.